Right now, while millions are packing their bags and booking flights home, there's a silent minority making a very different choice. They're staying exactly where they are. And before you judge them as cold or selfish, what psychologists have discovered about these people will completely change how you see the holidays. Some call them lonely. Others call them brave. But the real psychology behind people who skip going home for the holidays is far more complex than anyone realizes. And by the end of this video, you might actually understand why some people find more peace in staying away. Here's what nobody tells you. The people who don't go home often feel more guilt than those who do. Psychologists call this obligation anxiety, and it's crushing. Every phone call from mum, every family group chat message becomes a small emotional wound. But here's the twist. That guilt, it's often what confirms they made the right decision. Dr. Susan Newman, a social psychologist, found that people who override intense family pressure to stay away report 67% less stress during the actual holiday period. Think about that. The guilt is temporary, but the relief is real. These individuals have usually spent years, sometimes decades, trying to fit into a family dynamic that simply doesn't work. Maybe there's unresolved trauma, maybe there's a fundamental value clash, or maybe, just maybe, the version of themselves their family knows doesn't exist anymore. But what happens in their brain when they make this choice? The answer involves the same neural pathways as survival instincts. When someone decides not to go home, their amygdala, the brain's threat detection center, is actually relaxing, not activating. This is the opposite of what you'd expect. Shouldn't staying away from family feel dangerous? Here's the thing. For these people, going home is the threat. Research from UCLA's Social Cognitive Neuroscience Lab shows that for individuals from high-conflict or emotionally invalidating families, anticipating family gatherings triggers the same stress response as anticipating physical danger. Cortisol spikes, heart rate increases. The body literally prepares for battle. So when they choose to stay away, they're not running from connection, they're running towards safety. And many of them create what psychologists call chosen family experiences instead. Friendsgiving, volunteer work, solo travel. These aren't consolation prizes, they're intentional acts of self-preservation and authentic connection. But society has a brutal way of punishing this choice, and the psychological toll is surprisingly severe. People who don't go home face a unique form of social stigma. Colleagues make assumptions, distant relatives spread rumors, even strangers feel entitled to judge. You're not going home? What's wrong with you? This is what researchers call mandatory joy culture, the societal expectation that everyone must participate in holiday cheer the exact same way, and those who opt out are seen as defective. A 2023 study in the Journal of Family Psychology found that adults who skip family holidays report feeling invisible in social conversations. When everyone bonds over travel horror stories and family dinner chaos, these people have nothing to contribute. They become conversational ghosts. But here's what's fascinating. Despite this social penalty, 73% of people who've skipped family holidays for 2 or more years say they have no regrets. None. They describe feeling more authentic, more grounded, and ironically, more connected to people who actually see them for who they are now, not who they were at 18. So what type of person actually has the psychological strength to do this? The profile might surprise you. They're not rebels or outcasts, they're people who've done the hardest psychological work possible. They've questioned inherited obligations and chosen conscious boundaries over unconscious loyalty. The psychology of people who don't go home isn't about rejection, it's about protection. It's about recognizing that family is supposed to be a source of love, not a source of survival anxiety. So this holiday season, if you know someone staying behind, Maybe don't ask, "Why aren't you going home?" Maybe ask, "How can I make sure you don't feel alone in your choice?" Because sometimes the bravest thing you can do is stay exactly where you are.